Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where last episode we had some real bad luck. Headshot on a fresh cockpit, AC-10 ammo explosion, dead mech warrior. Specifically, actually we need to go to the memorial wall, specifically this one, right here. Now here's our Bravo Lance sniper, so we are going to need a new one. So let's hop into the hiring hall, and let's just take...
Standing by.
Now, we can't rename this guy. So, I want to avoid the Kickstarter backers. So, we're going to go for Vamp here, because he's the best gunner. So, that'll be the best play there. So, let's hop into the barracks here, and go ahead and go to Vamp. This guy is going to be the Bravo Lance Sniper. Like so. Okay. And then everybody else, like, we have enough here to run a group. So we've got an Alpha Lance Cavalry, Bravo Lance Cavalry, Alpha and Bravo Snipers. Okay, we can do some training here. Let's just see. Okay, 4444 will be fine for Road Rash. Mothership and Jenkins. Jenkins is fire support, so we don't need to go down the piloting or guts tree just now. Cavalry, of course, piloting and guts. We'll take a point of piloting for Island. Okay, that seems to be pretty good. Now, we did take some mech damage that we need to deal with. Look at this. This is just disgusting. I'm so salty about that. Okay, we replace that head. We need 1 ton of AC-10 ammo. And I'm still going to put that in the head. Like, the odds of that happening are so low that I think it's perfectly fine.
Right.
That's only going to take 2 days to replace. This commando is probably going to be out of action for longer. But here's the thing. We captured a Jenner and a Javelin. Now, the Javelin's a 30-tonner, and I think is a good drop-in replacement for the commando. The Javelin, or rather... the Javelin is a good drop-in replacement for the commando. The Jenner, I feel like, is a good drop-in replacement for the urban mech. Now, we're probably still going to want to keep the urban mech around, but I feel like we refit this commando. Like, we replace this, but we remove, like, we strip everything. So, is there a strip button? Yeah, strip equipment. There we go. And we just repair it all. Strip the equipment off. What is this here? Requires at least 1 functional ranged weapon. Well, not right now, it doesn't. Yeah, I know. I won't be able to field it. I just want to repair it.
On it.
So, let's actually do that as the top priority. Then, we've got the Javelin. The urban mech is going to stick around. The commando is going to be sent to storage. And in storage, do we have any spare mechs to sell? We do not. Okay. So, the Javelin here, let's just go ahead and change its setup. So, first things first, I want to max out all of the tonnage. Is there any way to max... yeah, max armor button. I should have looked at that a long time ago. Okay, so, we hit the max armor button, and we've got flamers available and machine guns. There's the 2... oh, actually... we could make this into a bit of a missile boat. LRM-20s weigh 10 tons, and so would probably be a little bit overkill. We could maybe have dual LRM-10s? That would be interesting. So, like, for example, this is going to be way over tonnage. But, like, for example, something like this, and then, say... 3 tons of LRM ammo. That's 6 tons overweight. If we were to strip all of the armor, now we'd have 2 tons remaining. I mean, only 2 tons to devote to armor. Maybe we take 1 ton out of the LRM ammo, and then we'd have 3 tons to devote to armor. We kind of don't care about these arms. So we should probably max the head armor. I wish there was a button that you could hold while you're clicking these. Like, shift-click it to max just this. But what if we were to hit that max armor button? Okay. And I mean, this thing is going to be mostly sitting back out of LOS. But we could strip off 2 points from each arm and put them into the legs. Just make those a bit even. And then we don't need quite this much rear armor. Maybe like 10 in each. Because if we have our LRM boat facing away from the enemies, we kind of deserve what we're getting. Take that up to 35, that to 45, that to 20, and this to 35. We have 0.19 tons remaining. We could take that up to 30, and then in the CT, bring it up to 50. This is actually surprisingly good. Like, we don't want this thing to be soaking fire anyway, so I guess we have a missile boat.
Shouldn't be too hard.
I'll take it. So the Blackjack is our sniper, the Javelin is our missile boat, the Enforcer is our Juggernaut, which means that the Jenner is going to be our cavalry, and that works for a Jenner. Like, that's super solid. Jenners are supposed to be cavalry. So first things first, this is going to be in relatively close and probably drawing fire. So let's hit that max armor button for now. Now that only gives us 4.38 tons to play with. That's not great. That said, we could do quad medium lasers, which is what Jenners normally have. It's a surprisingly big punch for a mech this small, quad medium lasers. Now that's not great heat efficiency. We could put in, say, an SRM-2, or we could just leave it like this and say its job is to mostly run behind them and backstab with the quad medium laser, and that's going to do a lot of damage. Like, that's going to do a way lot of damage. So then, we could just say we're going to have a heat sink here and here, and then we just need to drop a little bit of rear armor, maybe down to 30, and then down to, say, 40. That's still 1 ton overweight. I mean, we could just have the single heatsink. We're going to have some heat efficiency issues with it, there's no doubt about that. But then we'd be able to, say, drop a little tiny bit out of each leg, and then a little tiny bit out of, say, the CT. In fact, maybe we want to drop a little more out of the CT and have it be like that. Because we don't want this Jenner to be legged. We're going to have some heat issues, but I think that's fine.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
So it's going to be 15 days until that's all good to go. Let's go ahead and advance time until the commando is done. 2, 1... Okay, commando is done. Let's hop into the mech bay, and we want to send this commando to storage. Yes. And I'm just going to arrange these slightly differently. Enforcer here, Blackjack here, Javelin here, Jenner here, Urban Mech here. Perfect. Urban Mech is a backup mech for us, and otherwise I really like to have it be actually in this order is the way I like to do it. Juggernaut, cavalry, sniper, fire support. That's the way I like to do it. Okay. Perfect. Now we just need to advance time until such a time as the Jenner is complete. We're going to have a few days on the Javelin. We're actually going to be coming back in action, which is going to be nice. We're going to have a spare Mech Warrior. We also advanced quite a few days here, so we may have some Mech Warrior training to do. So let's hop into the barracks and see what we've got for Mech Warrior trainings.
Awaiting orders.
This is a fire support.
Receiving you.
Standing by.
Pretty much a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and see what we've got for contracts, because we're now ready, and we are a lot stronger than we were previously. A whole lot. So this should be a cakewalk. Theoretically. So let's go ahead and accept this. Enforcer, I don't want the urban mech. Blackjack can go here. Jenner can go here. Javelin can go here. And I do want to bring our mech warriors out. We are a Juggernaut pilot. We need a cavalry pilot. Let's see here. Surefooting and Bulwark. I think Island is indeed a cavalry pilot. So Island goes in here. Now Tranquility is a fire support / sniper. And Vamp is also a sniper. I think we currently don't have any fire support. Let's hop back in here and just double check. I can never quite remember.
Yes, boss?
Road Rash is cavalry. Tranquility is sniper. Vamp is sniper.
Yes, Commander. Standing by.
Are we missing
Yes, yes, Commander.
Alpha Lance fire support?
Commander.
Where's Bravo Lance
Waiting
fire
for
support?
orders.
Ready,
Standing.
Commander.
I suppose we only have 7 mech warriors. Huh. We should probably do something about that. Let's go ahead and hire another one. Whoever has the highest tactics, and that would be Train. There we go.
Warriors available.
Fantastic. And Train, you are going to be Bravo Lance fire support. I just wish we could see this name field from the deploy screen. That would be awful nice. But we're going to hop in here and just do this. Negotiate. Accept. Enforcer, Blackjack. We want the Jenner in this slot. Blackjack in this slot. Javelin in this slot. We want Tranquility in the Blackjack. Island in the Jenner. We will take the Enforcer. And we're going to take Train in the Javelin. Okay. This should be fine. We shouldn't have a problem with this. Let's deploy. Now, we're definitely not going to get this full mission done this episode. We're pretty late in the episode. We had a lot of stuff to do from that last mission. It was kind of super unlucky, but we also got 2 solid mech upgrades. And we have an actual fire support mech. So realistically, I think we are so much better off than we were previously. Hopefully we run into some good salvage here too, though. That would be absolutely ideal. But this is an attack and defend. We need to defend the Merrick base and destroy Pirate base at the same time. Interesting. Have I done this before? We've been able to infiltrate personnel into a contested region to take control of an abandoned base. We've brought the base's primary power and communication systems online, but in doing so, we've made an unfortunate discovery. A pirate force has done the same thing with a nearby facility. They're somewhat ahead of us in the process and have their base's turrets online. They're also landing troops and mechs to hold their new acquisition. Only one of us can control this area when we're finished. We'd like you to ensure that it's us. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see how this actually is laid out.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, Commander, we're already behind the competition here, so we'll need to move fast. The OPFOR is already on their way to the Merrick facility. We've landed just in time. Once they're in range, they're going to start leveling friendly structures, so you'll have to get their attention. I suggest shooting them. As long as they think they'll have a chance, they'll keep landing more mechs. Once the pirate base is destroyed, though, they should give up. So make that your priority. Once you're done, boss, I'll be on station to pick you up here. This here's
a nightmare land.
There are 3 reinforcement waves. They are going to arrive in 9, 13, and 16 rounds respectively. Okay. Well, we need to sprint forward and engage the first wave of pirate attackers, for sure. So, get up here.
Got it.
Let's see if we can find anybody.
I've got something.
And here they are. Okay. So that's a Phase 4 mover. A very, very poorly repaired Panther. I'm going to reserve. Let's see what they do. That Locust is even worse. How many evasive pips? That's a lot of evasive pips. That's another Phase 4 mover. Okay, another very poorly repaired Locust. They do have a phase 3 mover here, and it's this guy. Interesting. Well, before this battle really gets started, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here so that we can hopefully get this whole mission in one episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we try to figure out how exactly this mission type works. See you all then.